In this video, we're going to see the difference between complete combustion and incomplete combustion reactions. So a combustion reaction is really where you burn a fuel using oxygen. So you burn it. And when you burn something, oxygen has to be present. Usually the fuel that you burn is something called a hydrocarbon. A hydrocarbon is a carbon-hydrogen-based compound. So we usually put CXHY. That could be anything. It could be CH4, could be C3H8. CH4 is methane, C3H8 is propane that you might have in a barbecue tank. You might have butane in a lighter, C4H10. But the point is they're all carbon-hydrogen based and there's a lot of energy in their bonds. And what you can do is you can burn it to release that energy. When you burn it, you have to combine it with oxygen. So for any combustion reaction, it always starts the same way. You have your hydrocarbon plus oxygen gas. And there's two types you're going to see. You're going to see complete combustion. For complete combustion, doesn't matter how you write it here. It could be CH4, it could be C3H8 plus O2. The products are going to be CO2 plus water plus energy. And they're always going to be gases here. And then you have energy made. And the complete combustion happens when you have lots of oxygen. There's no way to tell that in the equation here. So I would have to tell you there's abundant oxygen, which means lots, and you'll know you have to put CO2, H2O, and energy. And you know a complete combustion is happening in the lab when you see a blue flame, because it's a complete burn. Now, you can also have what's called an incomplete combustion. Notice the incomplete combustion is written the same way here. CH4 plus O2 gas. It's still a combustion reaction. The difference is now you don't have lots of oxygen, you have insufficient oxygen. And I would tell you insufficient. But you still write the same way. Then you put your arrow, and your products are still CO2 and water, but if it's incomplete, you also have dangerous carbon monoxide, CO, and soot, C, which is a black powder, solid, plus your energy. So it's the same thing as a complete combustion in terms of what you're writing out, except you're adding these two things. Dangerous carbon monoxide, which can kill you, it suffocates you, and then soot. So, with that knowledge, you're going to classify the following reactions as either incomplete or complete combustion reactions. So you'll notice they both start off the same way. So you have to analyze their products. Here you have CO2 and H2O and energy. So we know the ones with just CO2 and H2O and energy, that's a complete combustion, and it's a blue flame. And then this one here has CO2, H2O, C, and energy. So that's going to be an incomplete combustion. And we know that incomplete combustions, their flame is actually a different color. It's an orange color. So incomplete combustions, they'll burn orange. So our next question is, you can try this yourself, which of the above will burn with a blue flame? Explain how you know. Well, we sort of just said it, B. And we know that because it's a complete combustion. Then lastly, we can predict the products of these reactions. You can try it out yourself. You'll notice there's a note here, abundant oxygen and insufficient oxygen. Try it yourself, pause the video, then unpause and check your work. So C4H10 plus O2, abundant oxygen. So we know hydrocarbons here plus O2, it's a combustion reaction. It's a complete combustion specifically. So we'll get some CO2 gas plus some H2O gas plus some energy. Here it's written out the same way, but you'll notice it says insufficient oxygen. So we're going to start off writing this the same way, CO2 gas plus H2O gas, but we have to write our incomplete combustion products as well. CO gas plus solid carbon plus our energy. So even though it's written the same way, we still have different products because we're told that it's insufficient oxygen. And so in this video, we saw the differences between complete combustion reactions and incomplete combustion reactions in terms of flame color, in terms of how they're written, being the same in the reactants, but being different in their products. We also saw that complete combustions have abundant oxygen, which means lots of, and incomplete combustions have insufficient oxygens. They have different insufficient amounts of oxygen. They have different colors flame, with complete combustion being blue and incomplete combustion being orange. Remember that this happens when you burn a hydrocarbon, and a hydrocarbon is just a carbon-hydrogen-based compound, and you're reacting it with oxygen gas in the atmosphere.